I rise to represent Bob Costelli, our ranker on the Veterans Committee. Unfortunately, he can't be here because of the passing of his mom. But as the only two combat veterans in the State Assembly, Bob and I, he's asked me to say a few words. Bob served in the Army. I served in the Marines. We proudly represent the military people of this great nation through this body, and we proudly, very proudly, welcome you to Albany and the service that you give. We know the many combat theaters that we've served in over the years, and I recognize the general, some of the general's ribbons that I share with him. We know what we're involved in today, but we do not know what lies ahead for us, what lies ahead for you. I graduated from the Empire State Military Academy and did go on to become an Army officer myself, serving both branches of the service. I'll tell you an interesting story. I know a little bit about the cadets, what their training is, what their state of mind is, their tenacity, and the strict training that they receive. See, when I went to Empire State Military Academy, the senior West Point cadets were our tactical officers. And we went through what would be called a Hell Week also. And there were probably 10 or 12 of us, combat veterans, Marines, Army personnel, enlisted people, just our rank, and we were dropped for push-ups, and we were screamed at and yelled at and braced up, and the three responses were yes sir, no sir, I do not understand sir. That's certainly familiar to you gentlemen and ladies. But we had our first parade. It was kind of interesting. Our first parade, we put our uniforms on. When we put our uniforms on, we had various combat veterans, ribbons. In fact, one fellow had the Silver Star. And of course, the cadets were a little taken aback by who had been dropping for push-ups and screaming and yelling at. But I think what they understood is that we recognize the discipline, we recognize the quality of the cadet and the training that they were going through, and we accepted that. And we became actually pretty close friends through that experience. And I had the privilege on the last day that I was commissioned to have one of the cadets take me outside, and he saluted me. He said, sir, I wanted to be the first one to salute you. So today, Bob Costelli, who can't be here today, and myself and all my colleagues salute you. Thank you for your service.